Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for hanging out with us here on the new podcast, Sounds from the Shed, where I get the chance to hang out with independent artists and also other movers and shakers in the music industry. And today I've got my buddy Derrick Dove hanging out with us. What's up, Derrick?
What's happening?
Man, you've been burning up the roads this summer.
Yeah, we've been wide open. It's been
I,
a good thing, man.
I applaud you because you, like me, are still an independent artist. You have not signed with a label yet, right?
Nope,
Everything
100% independent.
everything you do is Derrick Dove and the Peacekeepers funded.
That's it. Oh yeah, my wife and bank account remind me all the time about that.
Yeah. So tell me about some of the places you guys went on the road this summer. That's one of the things I really, really, really admire about you. Well, I just admire you because you're a wonderful
Oh,
human
well,
being.
thank you.
But for you to jump out there and do a self-funded summer tour on just markets you've never played before, right?
Yeah, pretty much every market almost was we've never been. So we started out. We actually had our first fly date. We flew to Montrose, Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
in June, and that was an experience. Got to play this wonderful amphitheater. Um, Great crowd, probably around, between 1,500 and 2,000 people for this summer concert series. We
Yeah.
headlined that night, and that was a fantastic experience. And
So
then a couple, oh, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say. So all right. So was there a certain way that you, a certain pattern or a method to the madness that you picked these cities that you guys played in?
So that one was a promoter had called, found our music online
Mm-hmm.
and loved it. And
Yeah.
he was mostly doing local acts or in the regional acts from Colorado area, and he had to have us, and
He reached out and had
that's
to
a
I don't
very
blame him. I'd have to have you
he
too.
yeah he he reached out to us, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
So that was a one-off gig. So we flew out there, done that, and turned around and flew home the next day.
Mm-hmm.
The next gigs were, let's see, we did July 4th in Murfreesboro, right south of Nashville. And that was also, they reached out to us, wanted us to play their July 4th event,
Mm-hmm.
probably 3,500 people out there, which was fantastic.
I saw you had Hunter doing production for you up out of
Yeah,
Nashville, right?
yeah. Hunter Carmichael, Hunter Blake Productions.
Great, great guy. Man, I
Oh
follow
man,
him on
great
Facebook. He's
friend.
always doing phenomenal shows. We got to get him on here too.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm glad you
Absolutely.
mentioned him. We got to get him on here. We might tag team him one day, Derek.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm probably gonna pull you in on a few of these because I'm planning on dropping one every week. I'm probably gonna
I
have to pull
got you.
you in as a co-host.
I'll be your co-host. I'll be your Ed Sullivan, or not Ed
I
Sullivan,
love it.
Ed McMahon.
Yeah, and maybe there's a few of them out there that remember him and what's going on
Yeah,
there.
that was the dream back in the day. You always wanted to be on Johnny Carson.
Or him show up at the door with that fake check.
Exactly,
Remember that?
exactly. So there's a big Mandela effect where Ed McMahon never did that.
Really?
He never showed up with the big check.
He just played it on TV. Well, he was busy
They
doing
s-
Star Search.
no, they said he never done it at all. He was never with Publishers Clearinghouse.
He wasn't?
If you Google, it says Ed McMahon was never with Publishers Clearinghouse.
Fun fact for you. All
Yeah,
right, I'm
it
gonna let
like blows my because I remember that. I remember that like it was yesterday. Like because I
all right.
wanted Ed McMahon to show up with a
I
big
don't
check.
I don't care who shows up if they got the check, just head it to me. All right, so we got sidetracked. I'm sorry because I'm
All right,
trying to
sorry
help.
about that.
I'm trying to help our independent artists out there, and
That's it.
and the
That's
folks
it.
aren't in the music business that still want to entertain them and kind of let them see behind the curtain a little bit of how
Yeah.
it works. So you guys did the Tennessee date. So
So
what
we
did
did the
you do?
Tennessee
Did you go
date.
out and build a
So
tour around that? How did you
we
handle?
did. So we used that as an anchor date. So an anchor date is when you have
That's a
a money
paying gig.
gig. That's a paying gig. So
We got to
use that
educate them,
as
Derek. We got to
that's
educate
it.
them.
So we had an anchor date, and then a few days later, we had another anchor date in upstate New York.
So how far apart were
So,
those two locations?
well, Utica, New York is upstate New York, way up toward Buffalo.
It was more than 50 miles.
Yeah, a little bit. and and then of course Nashville's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So it was here to there on
Yeah.
the map. So what, we talked about, should we fly to these dates? Should we do this? And it was like, well, it's summer, and summer's usually slack.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot. It's, everybody's, on vacation or something like that. So we kind of decided to let's see what we could do. Let's
Yeah.
do a tour and stay gone for a couple of weeks and get out there and try to earn new fans and door to door salesman kind of stuff. Like let's go.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about it, because so many artists now, the big dilemma is, do I just get online? Do I just go live on TikTok? Do I do this and just become an internet artist? Or do I actually go out and play? And I've said this to other artists that I've interviewed on this show is, I get on the internet just so I can go play. I want to go.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of artists who have hundreds of thousands of followers
And they don't
online
tour. They don't tour.
and they don't tour. Or if they go play a song or go play a tour, they don't. It's strictly an online following. They don't.
Yeah.
It's hard to take that online following and pull it to a live venue.
Yeah. Because I guess in a
We
perfect world, from a lot of the people that I've talked to and the information I've gathered, if you're ever gonna, they always say, if you're gonna set up a tour and you're gonna play cities, go pull your Spotify statistics and your stats off
Right.
of there and see where you're getting the most streams from and pick those towns. That makes sense. But the question is, are you gonna get those people to still come to a show? Yeah, they'll stream your music, but do they love
Right.
you and want to support you enough to actually come see you? That's the $1 million question.
That is the $1 million question. Our age group is a little older, which I have no problem with that. I'm not
Either
20
they
years old
love music,
anymore.
love it, music. There's been plenty of nights the guys and I have been on stage and we perform. Say if we're the 55 plus, we play some of these 55 plus areas that
Yeah.
the people love music. They have live music every night,
Well,
and
they have a different appreciation for
they
it.
do, and there's been so many nights we've been on that stage, and I'm like, guys, once these folks are gone, who's gonna fill their shoes, literally?
Yeah,
I mean, remember,
exactly. Yeah.
because I wonder, because my boys at the house, they love music and they love going to concerts, but I don't know if it's the amount of people that, like when we were going to concerts when we were younger. Yeah, I wanted
Right.
to get in the truck and just go see whoever we could, and it's
Yeah,
a
I'm still like that. Like I'll get off the road and if I see somebody I like that's playing a few
yeah,
hours away, but it's a Tuesday night, I'm like, hey,
yeah,
I want to go to that. Let's
yeah. I'm off
go.
work.
Let's go. Let's
Hey,
go.
let's
Let's go. I'm
go.
off work.
I'm glad it's
So
not a weekend gig.
exactly. Just I mean, as much as I do, I don't get to see as many bands as I would like
Yeah.
because we're always working.
Well,
So,
congratulations, by the way.
oh, thank you.
ISSA Entertainer of the Year, correct?
Yep, correct.
International. All
2025.
right, give me what the acronym's for.
All right, it's International Singer-Songwriter Association.
Yep.
I want to say there's over 50,000 members. It's worldwide. They have
Yep.
it's based out of Atlanta, the home
Yep.
base. They have the award show in Atlanta, and there's people from all over the world that show up: Australia, India, the UK, Philippines.
And you
There's
guys
so many
won
different
Entertainer of the Year.
entertainer of the year. Yep.
I believe Lee Newton won it last year. She's actually slated to come on the show as well too. So we're
Oh,
excited to
cool.
have her coming. Lovely. We're going to see her at the Josie Awards up in Nashville. Are you still going with us?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be there, my man.
But you're
We're gonna.
nominated.
Yep, yep,
Your name's in the bucket.
yep. Our name is in the bucket. Yeah, I actually put your name in the bucket and your wife for actors in a music video. If you don't know,
If you guys have not seen Derrick's music videos, you really should go see them and check them out. Check his YouTube out. Is it Derrick Dove and the Peacekeepers? Correct.
it is. It's on.
All
I
right.
think on YouTube it might be Derrick Dove 83 because that's what every 20-year-old does when they get a
All right. I'll
YouTube.
tag him and I'll put it in the comments down there so you can go check out
Yep.
his videos. Of course, his hit "When Did I Get Old"? How many millions of streams have you gotten on that one so far?
I think it's 15 million
It's
total.
amazing, and it was just a magic moment, lightning in the bottle.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to, labels and agents, and they're like, "How did you do that?" I was like, "Look, if I knew how to do that, I would replicate that for every song that I had."
I'm so glad we're talking about this because I would definitely want to keep encouraging independent artists out there. You don't
Yeah,
need millions and millions of dollars to promote a song. If the song can stand on its own and move people, that's what it takes. And that's what I
that's what it.
love about your story with that.
I use just like a lot of other artists. I use CD Baby
Hmm.
for my
Me too.
distribution. I know some people use TuneCore or DistroKid or whatever, but
Yeah.
I use CD Baby, and that song was never released as a single. It was never released as, we're going to focus on this song. It was never paid for, promotion, advertisement, nothing. It literally just took off.
Yeah.
It related to people, and I asked myself, like, how did that do that? And I've asked other people, and I just get reminded that you ever just think it's just a good song,
Power
you know,
of the song.
the power of the song, and that's what we all
Power
want.
of the
You
song.
know, we want a song that reaches people. That's always been my thing. I've always wanted to write music that touches somebody
Same for me.
on any kind of emotion.
Yep.
Laughing, crying, sad, happy,
And the
whatever.
older I get,
Because
I want
that's
that
what
even more.
influenced me. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, getting back to him nominating myself and my wife, this was a funny story. If you guys ever get a chance, go ahead and check it out. The cut, it's Don't Walk Away, right?
Just walk away.
Just walk away. Just walk
Just
away.
walk away. Yeah.
And the video is beautiful. And Derrick hit me up and said, "Hey, would you guys come and be in my music video?" I said, "Absolutely." My wife and we love Derrick. He's like family to us. So I told her I had to tell a little white lie, which I didn't know we were going to be the same. I did
Well,
not
I
know we were
didn't
going to be.
either.
So I
I
really
didn't either.
I did not know that. I thought we were just going to be extras. Yeah, beautiful video. Tell us about your director on that one.
So Jim Arbogast from around Orlando, Florida. I think he just moved to Pompano Beach, but does a lot of great stuff. He does anywhere from motocross videos to
Great work.
product videos, but he's a hell of a music video guy.
Yeah, he was a great director. Katie loved because she's been around this long enough to now know about what
Yeah,
it takes to. She said he was such a great director because he would kind of walk her through what she wanted or what he wanted her to do, and working
yeah, he
on my
was very
video
good
just
at
like it's a different world of mine because mine's like just do something,
just do something. It's fine.
just move. But he
We'll
was
do it live. We'll do it live.
screw it. We're gonna
Um,
do it live.
we're gonna do it live. But no, Jim was great, and he stays in touch all the time, and he's
Yeah.
such a great advocate for music. I mean, he's done a bunch of big,
So
blues rock guys, and we were just happy to be a part of it.
yeah. So any big plans towards the end of the year or the first of the year? Was kind of my big plan. I've been doing the 12 releases in 25,
Yeah.
but I've been wanting to do this forever just because I don't know about you, but man, you get worn down with this and you keep
Oh,
do
absolutely.
it. We love it, but you still get exhausted with it. And sometimes you just want to throw your hands up and say, is anybody even listening or looking at this? This is why I wanted to do this. And this is why I wanted to feature independent artists or anyone in the music business that can help independent artists because it's basically it's tough in these streets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
So
yeah, Art, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was just going to say, so I got sidetracked. So what's your big plans you got coming up?
Well, it's just like you said, like, who's listening? What do we need to do next? Like, there's always that whole, that's what they tell you, content, 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 content. And you're like, yeah, and we want to put out songs and we want to put out this, but I don't want to just put out songs just to say I'm putting out songs.
Sure.
I want
That's
to
tough.
put out, it is tough. I want to put out
What's your
quality
frequency
content.
on how often do you want to drop them?
Right. So, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I would like to get to where we're putting out an album every year. We put out our first album in 18, second one was 23, our third one was 25, Our goal was to put one out next year. So we actually have we're playing at Thunder in the Smokies bike rally this weekend in Maggie Valley. And it's just kind of a laid back, bike fest, and it's cool. And, we got us a little rental house up there, which we usually
Mm-hmm.
go up there and write during the
You're gonna write
day. And
them.
yeah,
Are
and
you
then
going to
chill out
release
and
the
come up with a
album at one
plan.
time, or are you going to kind of string them along for the?
That's the tough call. It's like everything is now is singles,
Mhm.
but
But now they're saying that
I
even the
just,
waterfall release is not even really working much anymore.
yeah, so it's like I don't think anybody knows. I
Yeah.
think it's a crapshoot unless you've got, you know, tons and tons of money behind you, or it's just the right songs.
Yeah.
Like, so, our thing is, do we release another full length original album? Do we want to do a live album? Do we want to do an acoustic album? Do we want to do a cover song EP or, a live DVD, CD? What do we want to do? Because we are independent. We can do anything we want.
Yeah, that's one
As
of the
long
things
as
I've
we're
always
putting
loved about
out,
you guys. You do everything. You record everything.
we
You
do.
it's all
So
in
our
house just like
drummer owns
us.
a studio.
Yeah.
I have a studio. I record guitars, vocals, bass, and keys at my house. Our drummer Jamie records drums at his place.
Yeah.
Jamie, our drummer, also mixes our records. We do send them to Lee Dice down in Valdosta. He masters them.
He masters them for you. Yeah.
But I do all the graphic design work. I
Mhm.
do all the distribution things. I get all the CDs printed. I design the T-shirts and stickers and hats. And
We have to wear many
uh,
hats, don't we, Double D?
man, absolutely. It's constant, and it's tiring. But then when you win things like Entertainer of the Year, it's like somebody actually noticed,
It's nice to get a win
and
every
that's a
now and then.
big, absolutely. I ain't asking for much here. I'm just, I feel like
I just
David
want to
Billy.
be able to
I ain't
feed my
asking for
family,
much
keep
here.
the lights on. Yeah, I don't need a whole lot. Just I want to feed my family and keep the lights on.
That's it. I'm like, just to,
Because
and
you are
have
a
it.
full-time musician. This is what you do full-time. You do not have a day job.
I do not have a day job. This
That's
is
one
what
of
I
the
do
things
full
I've
time.
admired about you as well. I'm like, this dude is doing it because he ain't got no choice.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of been and I've done things in the past. I was a side a side guy for artists for a while.
You're a
I
side
lived in
piece.
Nashville. I was a side piece, and when we moved back, me and my wife moved back from Nashville. We wanted to start a family, and
Yeah.
so we started a family. And I came off the road, so I had other jobs, and I got comfortable because I was making good money. And because then you don't have that drive anymore to write music or play music. You know, I forget the quote, but being comfortable can kill the artist inside of you because
Well,
you're
I was
comfortable. You
told a
don't
long
have,
time ago, either you grow or you die. There's no in between.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's kind
So
of drastic, but it makes sense.
I was kind of, and in a way, it wasn't my choice to get back into music full time immediately. It was
Mhm.
the business I had kind of was on its way down, and I could see it. And it was like, okay. So I actually ended up closing my business the same month my daughter was born in 2014. And it was like, oh crap, what do we do now?
Yeah. You got two kids, right?
So I got three now.
Oh,
Yeah.
three. That's
Uh,
that's,
yeah.
that's what's
10,
so.
7, and 3.
It's taken a village or a very understanding wife.
A very understanding wife. She's a village all to herself to deal with a grown kid right here. But yeah, so it's it was kind of, I mean, crap or get off the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that moment, it was so. I started playing every acoustic gig I could find.
Yeah.
No matter what it paid.
That's another question I'd like to ask you because, like I said, my whole initiative in doing this is to help other independent artists out there and kind of guide them along through
Hmm.
mistakes that we have made. Do you think that hurt you playing so much in a same market, or were you in different markets when you started doing that?
It does and it doesn't.
It's a double edged sword.
It is a double-edged sword. If you're playing restaurants and bars, and you're getting a guarantee of $100, $200, $300 to come
Yeah.
play. You can kind of do whatever if you're playing cover music and doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're trying to build an audience, if you're trying to build a fan base, and say you play Thursday night in Valdosta and then Friday night in Valdosta, or you're playing in Valdosta once a week, what's the incentive for people to come see you?
There's no urgency.
There's
That's
no
why
urgency.
I've
There's
always tried,
no,
like you and I, a couple of weeks ago, we did a run. We did a Thursday night, and then I had another party in the area. It was in within a 50-mile radius because I do try
mhm.
to keep it spread out. But okay, so I had a Thursday, Friday night. So I tell everybody it's a different show. When you and I go play a show, it's
Right.
completely different than
It
if
is
I'm
a
playing
different
by
show.
myself or if I have
Yep.
my band with me. And that's one of the beautiful things I do love about it. And when you and I did that date together up at out in Cordele at Booker Bottom, I was in awe
Oh man, yeah.
of the people that came to see you. And it was just
Yeah,
a great
it
way.
was
I had people there, you had people there, and everybody
absolutely.
wins on that. I we really wish other artists would figure this out and get to this and say, this is not a competition.
No, it's
We
not a
are
competition.
helping each other. You and I have been brothers in music for years now. We've always
Absolutely.
helped promote each other. We've always loved on each other's social
Yep.
media, and some of the artists don't get that. They think it's a
Hmm.
competition, and they just refuse to even just hit the thumbs up on some people's posts, which is
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
but they want people to love on their stuff.
right. Yeah, I don't get the competition vibe that some people like to put off. Well, they played this and they did this and they did that. I don't, or, whatever. It's a competition is good, and I'm not saying it is a competition, but there's a like I could play in Valdosta on one week, and then you could play in Valdosta on the next
Sure.
week,
Yeah.
and then somebody else, and then you know what I mean. And it's like now it's these different people. So I don't know. It's hard to put into
And
words
it's a different
sometimes.
thing. And I've
Like
always used this analogy as well too when I talk to some artists that are trying to make the way. I'm like, look, I don't care how good you are. Nobody's going to want to hear you every night.
no,
So
I had an
they'll come
agent.
hear you one night and then they'll come hear somebody else the other night. And I'm
I had
fine with that.
Yeah, I had a promoter or a friend of mine that, and that's when it really struck me was there's a local promoter years ago, and he was bringing in some big acts in the area,
Hmm.
and somebody asked him, was like, "Why don't you ever have Derrick Dove open some of these shows?" And he says, "Why? They could go down and hear him for free at the local restaurant. Why would anybody want to pay a ticket to come see him in the same town the next night for money when they could
Yeah.
just go see him for free?"
Yeah.
And it makes you feel, and then you sit back and go, so for me personally, the struggle is making money and paying bills, but also building the audience and building that thing, the urgency,
Yeah.
the people want to see you. So, and I have people ask all the time, why don't you play much around here anymore? Because, like, well, I felt like I've kind of worn out my welcome for trying to pay
Or you
bills for
are,
years. And then
and
it's
they
like,
didn't realize it. You just got done playing like 3 weeks here and there within a 50-mile radius. I'm like,
right.
I have been playing here. Where were you?
It's like,
And
I
we'll get
kind
to
of have
that
been
too,
playing here.
because I want to ask you more about social media because I've really tried to up my posting game on my frequency of posting because I used to be the world's worst at like post one here and then wait a few days and post something else. But I was worried if I post too much, I'm gonna run everybody off. I'm like,
I'm the same way. I think it goes back to the content thing too of like we were talking about the frequency of putting out songs
mhm,
and singles versus albums and quantity versus quality.
yeah,
And that's always been the struggle. So when we have stuff going on, I try to at least post a few times a week, and I try to mix it up with between stories and
yeah.
pictures and reels and like and you never know what's going to catch fire. So
You
when
don't,
we
and
did,
I've talked to more people out and about. As a matter of fact, I was in the tag office today, and then a young lady I've been friends with for a long time, she follows me, and we got to talking about it. She said, man, you got a lot of stuff going on, blah, blah, blah. And then she asked me the same question, where are you playing at? Of course, I always post where I'm playing on my Facebook and my
Yeah,
Instagram. And
yeah.
I always put that on there. I'm like, I've been posting that. And I asked her, I'm like, okay, so you're following me and you see my stuff. Do you feel like you're seeing a lot of it all the time? She said, no, because most of these gurus I've been following and they're saying post 3-4 times a day because not
Yeah,
everybody is seeing it. They compared it to like a TV commercial or a radio commercial. They're saying, okay, if you buy
right.
TV commercials or radio commercials, are you going to buy one ad and just run it? Or are you going to buy multiple ads throughout the day and do that so you're going to more people? And it makes sense. So I've tried for the last few months to do at least 2 to 3 times a day. At least. Sometimes.
Well, that's the being an artist profile or a business on social media. I think what they have done is filtered through some of that stuff, and they choke down
Throttled it.
a lot of what, if it's a business,
Oh, I think so too, because they
we
want you
want
to
to get
buy
these people to
ads.
spend money.
They want you to buy
So,
ads. I agree. Because, man, I remember back in the day when you used to post stuff, even like with TikTok back in the day, because I've been doing TikTok game for a while. God, I remember when I
and
first started posting, dude, I'd get thousands of views. And
yeah,
now I'm struggling to get 200 and 300 on a post.
and you have what, 20,000 followers?
20,000 some followers. And
Yeah,
then
I mean,
just to get that. And I'm not
you're
buying
telling me
ads. I'm just,
20,000 people didn't see you come across
it's
when
incredible to
with
me. But I
because
believe
only
that.
artists almost have, or content creators only have that many followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're just a standard Joe, you don't have thousands and thousands of followers. My cousins are, they've got, 300 followers or
Yeah.
300 people they follow. So it's not like you're having to shift through 20,000 TikToks,
I
But if you
started
notice,
dropping
even
TikToks in 2020 when COVID was going. And TikTok, it was popular, but not to the level it is right now. And man, I remember just posting just stupid stuff and getting thousands of views and hearts and all this. And now you can't hardly get anybody to hit that little heart anymore. It's crazy.
yeah. So I was new to the TikTok game. I didn't get one till last year.
Yeah.
And I had, we shot up. I think we ended up, I say shot up. We had like 1,500 followers.
Mm-hmm.
But when we did the Just Walk Away video, and the 1,500 come from When Did I Get Old?
Yeah.
So, and it went crazy by, I think it had 30,000 clips of
Where they
people
used
using
it
the song.
because
Yeah.
I actually I hit you up the one day I
Yeah.
saw the front
Yeah.
man for Steel Panther
Steel
actually
Panther had it.
duetted,
Yeah.
and I said, dude, I text you, I said, dude, and sent you the screenshots. I was so excited for you.
Yeah. That was crazy. And then, but we didn't take off until Just Walk Away,
Yeah.
which was earlier this year. And we went from like, I think by that time, February, March, we were up to 2,500. And then it seemed like overnight we went to 10,000.
Yeah.
And it was like, where did that come from?
I don't know,
And
man.
it
We
was
just
just
keep
from
dropping.
those clips, and then we had,
It was Katie.
you know,
Katie did it.
Katie did it all. She had it on repeat. So, but
Man.
no, yeah, everything. So the social media dropping stuff has been, you never know if it's what's going to catch. So I don't want to put stuff out there just to put it out there, but you feel like you need to.
You got to,
So
because you never know.
you never know. So I actually, on this summer tour, I did advertisements. So I
Mm-hmm.
did single song advertisements. I did promo video advertisements. I did single show advertisements. And I done like a blanket every um, city we were playing,
Yeah.
kind of a blanket advertisement.
Were any of those shows, did they buy tickets or did they show up? Did they buy tickets in advance?
So 90% of the shows were all ticket sales.
Okay. Did you put like a promo code or something in the ad to see
So
if they saw it that way or used it that way? I mean, how did
no,
is there a way
I
you're
should
tracking it?
have.
That's why I'm asking.
So, well, here's the thing. I spent $3,000 on advertising
Wow.
and just on social media. So
Yeah.
that was pretty much all just Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I gathered, my return on investment was about zero.
tough in these streets, ain't it? You say
So,
you want to be a musical artist. You say
right.
you want to do that.
So, there's some gigs where you would show up, and I'm not saying every gig we did was sold out. I'm not saying every gig we done had thousands or hundreds of people. We played one gig for two people,
You did it.
you
I
know,
told you that when we talked about this before. I said, dude, you are
and
doing way more than a lot of the independent guys are doing out there because you are just got the nads to go out there and do it. You're marketing the shows and you're doing it. And that's one of the things I respect about you too is your grind and your work ethic.
well, you have to get out there and do it. And if so, my whole thinking is if you can put me in front of people, I can win that audience.
Sure you can.
And those two people that showed up, never heard of us before, and showed up, left, and came back, and then bought CDs,
Wow.
T-shirts, bought every single thing we had, added us on all social media platforms, and like now every post we have.
That's amazing.
So
You got two
you can
true fans. Yeah.
exactly you can say that I lost money on that gig. Technically, yes, but this isn't a sprint. This business is not a sprint.
No, it is
This
not.
is a marathon from hell.
Yeah. So what's the big thing that keeps you motivated?
It is the little winks and nods that you get.
Yeah.
It's the, a lot of people say, oh, it's not the accolades, but I mean, who doesn't like getting
It's
a pat on
nice
the
to get
back every
noticed.
now and
It really is. It's nice to
again?
get noticed for what you
It's and
do.
it and what one thing I like to do now, or one of the reasons I've always done it, is like you were saying earlier, is to support my family.
Hmm.
But I also want to show my kids that if you have a dream, do it.
Yeah. And put the
My
work in.
dad's
Don't be scared to put the
my
work in.
exactly my one of my dad's favorite sayings was, "I don't care if you shovel shit for a living, you be the best shit shoveler you can be."
You grin and just soak it in.
Because what else are you gonna do?
Yeah. You're
If I'm a
doing what makes
musician,
you happy at the end of the day.
be the
I
best
tell people
musician I
that.
can be.
I tell people that
And
all the time. I said, I mean, this is my hobby and this is what I love doing. But honestly, I'm building something because when I am ready to retire from whatever from my day job and whatever I've got going on, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to just go play and Katie and I just go anywhere across country. And we always
yeah,
make the joke. I say, even if I just got to go busk on a street corner with my pickle jar and my guitar, some days we might have beanie weenies, some days we might afford a steak. Who knows? At the end of the day, I'm happy. I got a wonderful wife that supports what I do, and God knows she supports
absolutely.
me with this. Derrick, I love you, man. Thank you so much for jumping on with me today. So, Derrick
Hey
Dove,
man,
give them
thank you
all
for
your
having me.
socials. Give them all your socials so they know where to find you.
Facebook, it's Derrick Dove and the Peacekeepers. Instagram, it is D Dove Peacekeepers. YouTube, it's Derrick Dove 83. OnlyFans, it's D Dove 69420. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um,
Only feet. I got me an only
only
feet.
feet. Hey, if
Well,
I
I
could make
love
some
you,
money
brother.
with
Thanks
these
for jumping
talons, I
on with me.
would.
And I'm probably gonna have you on again. We can always do you as a co-host if you want to. So
Hey,
we'll get
baby,
some other
I
people.
love it. We might
We'll
do
just
that.
get a whole menagerie going.
A menagerie. The twas are the best.
Derrick Dove, ladies and gentlemen.